Hey everyone, in this Starfield.
Excuse me.
something if you see things worth investigating.
Livestream in Starfield. Best not to leave anything useful behind.
Ah, you must be the one with the samples then. I'll get these logged ASAP. If you're interested in collecting more, you can speak to Dr. Walker. Oh, and your pay? Here you are. Thank you, Captain.
Just a heads up. Use these knives.
Go to Mars. Hey.
God damn it! Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. That wasn't directed at you at all. I'm just really stressed out at the moment. You're fine. Actually, maybe you can help me? Oh, someone must have told you. Probably Tia, huh? She tends to strategically overhear a lot.
You bet I do. But not about that.
Oh, well, whatever. You heard and now you're offering to help. I'm the psychologist here, and Deimos pays me to run psychological evaluations on all of our employees. I could use a hand getting them to fill out the evals.
It seems our assistance could be useful, provided it does not in some way violate confidentiality or potentially taint the results.
It's not as sinister as you think. Basically, Deimos invests heavily in its employees and operations. In order to protect those investments, I was hired to perform periodic psychological evaluations. The company wants to identify potential erratic behavior patterns that might jeopardize the company's investments, and work with their employees to correct them. It's a lot of personal stuff. I'm not going to get into it with someone I just met. All you need to know is that I could really use a hand. You can? Oh, wow, thanks. I don't even know who I've got left in the stack, but take a look at the names and track them down. When they've all filled out the forms, just bring them back to me and I'll go through them. Just tell them you're assisting Gilly. Oh, and don't read what they write down. It's supposed to be confidential. Thanks again.
I could never leave these people behind. It's not easy. A psychological evaluation. Are you kidding me? Gilly, I'm the one who ordered this program in the first place. Do I really need to go through with this?
I'm well aware, but you are an employee and it is company policy that everyone gets one.
Okay, fine. Let me have it. Okay, this isn't so bad. Easy. Yep. Mm-hmm. You really want to know that? Huh? Okay. And done. There you go. Remind me to make myself and the other execs exempt from these in the future. We wouldn't be where we are if we were a liability. These evaluations, by then.
You're doing me a huge favor. Thanks.
Hey, careful around the equipment. I may be older, but I still got the
Report any injuries I may cause to my...
People always ask me what I think about mining. God, I'm so tired.
Been mining this red? Sure, hand it here. Let's see. No. 10. No. No. Good. No. And there it is. Is that it? When you've been here as long as I have, you don't really have much more to say. This is just procedure to make the suits happy. They know I'm good. Anyway, see you around. So, Gilly's gotten us. Have a good one.
Hey there. You a new hire? I thought all our positions were full. Hey, that's great. Sorry we don't have anything open at the moment. Maybe there'll be something when I retire. If I retire. The end of my contract's coming up, but I'm still not sure about it. Anyway, I'm Andres. Nice to meet you. Something else I can help you with? Just for mining, not work entirely. I think about it every time my contract comes up. See, I'm quite a few systems away from my family. I get to see them whenever I get the chance, but it's hard watching my kid grow up without me. And it's not easy on his mom either. I'm conflicted because the job pays so well, and I want to earn enough so that my kid never has to do what I did to make ends meet. You're not wrong. It's becoming more and more clear that's what's important to me. But at the same time, they understand. Either way, it's gonna be a tough call. About 15 years now. It's good work, good money. Only problem is that it keeps me away from my family. They live well, but I hardly see them. Who knows? Maybe this is the year I let my contract renewal lapse and I finally retire. Let's just say that I've made enough here to retire early if I wanted to, and do something else with my life. Still not sure that's what I want yet, though. Other operations? I'd probably have to put in another 10, 15 years to get to where I am today. Deimos seems to prioritize its employees, which is a nice change of pace from the industry. Oh, is it that time already? Sure. It's only take a moment. Let's see. Yep. Uh-huh. Oh, no. Mm-hmm. That question again? Well, all right. Okay, that should do it. Here you go. Tell her I said hi, will you? Piece of cake, right? Okay, bye.
Thought we had struck oil.
Be careful down near the mine.
The new equipment is great.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Just is another long day.
You've got all those forms filled out and returned? Anyone give you any trouble? Other than Leona?
I heard that.
No. You're just a nice person who agreed to help someone in need during a bad situation. This is a one-time thing. Technically, you're not even supposed to do that. But honestly, we're all overworked up here, and you can't really do any damage, so, hey. Well, That's nice to know. This is still a fairly new process, but we've done a few of them now, so I'm glad they're taking it in stride. I'm not usually one to ask others to do my work, but you really helped me out big time, and I appreciate it. Here's a little something, as thanks.
Oh, I know the Deimos employees here.
Awaiting your orders, Captain.
Stroud Eklund ship's mate. Welcome to UC Space. Maintain your current course while we scan your ship's cargo. And complete.
You will be scanned as you enter the city.
If you don't see what you want, oh, please. Appreciate the business.
Leave me alone. This better be good. Maybe you're right. I can't believe it. Okay,
Leave me alone, please. I don't have to. Enough! Get out! No! No!
There is a bit more in the back. Oh, please. Thanks for coming in.
My mother wanted me to be a doctor.
Anything I can help you with? Hey, what can I do for you? Okay, no problem.
Whew. Always a satisfying
I found
moment
something
to
for you.
return to your ship.
This is Freestar Collective Space. Hold while we scan your ship. Alright, you're good. Welcome to Aquila City.
I know Aquila City rather well. Perhaps better than I would like.
Oh, I get all kinds of... How about I just show...
Something to report?
Outlaws, Ashta, those bandits from the shock egg. This can be a dangerous place. Best to carry a reliable piece.
I want to do your business. Here. I'll say right up front. Well.
News you can trust.
I think I got them.
Aquila's one of the oldest cities in the settled systems.
Let me know if you need any. Here's my card.
To what do I owe this pleasure?
You're an independent hull? Excellent.
Everyone needs supply. Feel free to look around.
You meet all sorts in Aquila City.
Ask anyone. Then you've come to the...
You're listening to the Settled Systems News Network.
Take a look. I get all kinds. Take a gander.
That looks like a good adjustment. almost reassuring to see that corporate mediocrity has wormed its way into every corner of the settled systems.
I'll say right up. Feel free to look.
Wish to lighten your load. One is less likely to survive an ambush when one is weighed down with whatever all that is.
The hitching post aims. I'm proud to say, yeah, that's right. Been scraping together the money for months now. I got some help from my girl Alejandra too, but not as much as everyone's saying. I swear half the people in the city think I'm freeloading off her, which really burns me up, you know? Anyway, that's probably more than you wanted to hear. Let me know if there's anything else you need, yeah? Take a look.
Keep it moving.
destruction. Destruction is much easier and often more fun.
Good to see you. Need my help? Bye, Captain.
Unregistered starship. We're detecting... Well, we're not detecting that's an issue. What's powering that thing? You know what? Just hold still while we do the contraband check. All right, we're done. You're cleared to land at New Atlantis.
If you don't see what you want, oh, please, take a look. Appreciate the business.
Need my help?
I do. I'd be happy to help carry some things. Is that everything?
Praise be.
At least the only smell I shall have to deal with is myself. Not that I smell bad, I just... Never mind.
see him.
Attention, unidentified vessel. You have no faction markings or registered manufacturer. Please maintain course.
The eye is always open to constellation.
Stands even work on whatever it is you're flying. End complete. Enjoy your stay.
Spend so much time looking at the scans. I can see star systems orbiting in my head. Keep coming back to one thing. Both of these Starborn, they're people you know. Only they're not the people you know. Say and do things the folks you know would never. Doesn't bode well for anyone stepping into the Unity. Or through it, or however it works. You consider what it might do to you? Or end up trapped in whatever the Starborn call their life's way. Whatever their differences, they both follow Obsession's guidance. Lucky I noticed a pattern in one of those artifacts you pulled out. Here. Gave up my room in the lobby. You've tipped my... Show the words another time, then.
Any new orders for me?
What does your scanner reveal?
There is no one I would rather see right now. This caught my eye. I keep. You will think of me, I hope. I do not wish to judge, but I doubt you truly need to be carrying all of that.
My favorite. Did you need me to? Take care, love.
Target's grab drive has been knocked offline.
When we're done, there'll be nothing
danger? Huh. I wasn't expecting to have my tail covered by a Freestar Collective member today. Any way we can repay you? Your call. Fly safe now. Unidentified ship. We're gonna attempt to scan you for contraband. Please comply. Pretty please. Scan complete. You are cleared to land at New Atlantis.
The bright lights and reflections are almost enough to make you forget about those living down in the well. If nothing else, Constellation does have excellent lodging.
You've got my undivided attention. First off, I just want to say, heck of a job saving Dazra. That was a tough situation to navigate, and you did it with aplomb. A pat on the back isn't nearly enough. I hope they throw you a parade. 2 thumbs up even. Don't sell yourself short. I also want to thank you for putting a halt to the Serpent's crusade. The last thing the Settled Systems needs is another war. Well, I doubt House Varun would have had the resources to invade the Settled Systems. So it would have likely been guerrilla tactics to start. Ambushes, sabotage, that kind of stuff. Then again, when has House Varun ever fought in that manner? So I don't know. Let's just be glad we don't have to imagine it. True, but sometimes the right thing can be hard to see, especially when you have something to gain by ignoring it. And you spent a lot of time in Dazra. Who knows how that might have shifted your perspective. Either way, I hope the new leadership in Dazra is just as level-headed. The whims of a cosmic snake aside, House Dul Kef seems like they'd be more open to trade with the Settled Systems. Well, I hate to punt the ball here, but I'm just a tourist. I don't know enough about Varun culture or politics to form an educated opinion. And scientifically speaking, I wouldn't want to make a decision like this without a full set of data. But gastronomically speaking, I am glad you didn't go with House Bethal. From what I understand, he's a taskmaster. Not my cup of tea. Rules and regulations are bad words in my dictionary. But for large-scale projects, it's usually for the best. Either way, I won't waste your brain cells on the what-ifs. The fact is, you got rid of the Vortex and saved Dazra. As for the whole choosing a leader thing, time will tell if you made the right choice. Give it maybe 20 years and you'll start to see the results. It's hard to say for sure. It really depends on whether they can stay out of their own way. The morning device was a scientific achievement, one that I would love to unpack and study. The people who made it are capable of great things. But that greatness is also a Pandora's box, filled with as much misfortune as it is hope. You and me both. Something like this doesn't go away in a year. And even if the city is restored, the scars will last generations. Regardless, I won't sit here and sugarcoat it. The people of Dasra have a long road ahead of them. They're gonna have to make foundational decisions regarding everything from infrastructure to immigration to their core religious beliefs. Let's hope this first push sends them on the right path. This is... the unity... You were probably just as surprised. Come on, it's mind-blowing. This explains so much, though. They're disorganized, petty, weird, and also deeply fascinating at the same time. Because they are just people. We never rule that out, but it feels so good to know we weren't fighting against robot alien ghost gods or something. Seriously, though, you're right. Time is the key. We're only limited by time. Or maybe not. Hell, I don't even know. Isn't it marvelous? But it all comes back to this. We don't know what will happen if you enter the Unity. You might lose yourself or become a two-headed space shark. There are too many variables. It crossed my mind. But everybody has lost somebody, and most of us have lost many more. It can't be the deciding factor here right now. It's more of a possible benefit. Of course, at the end of the day, it's your choice. But I will say this. Our entire purpose in Constellation is to explore. Why would we stop now? I'm with you. I'm not gonna hold you back. But if you know, become evil or whatever, I'm also not gonna have your back. Anytime. The possibility of turning evil aside, I appreciate you taking the lead on this. You're guiding Constellation to new frontiers, new discoveries, and we should all follow your example. On that note, there's something else I'd like to discuss with you, if you have time. It's not on the scale of entering the Unity, but it is tangentially related. Thanks. This has been swirling in my brain goo for a while now. So, I've been pondering over what's happened and what it all means. And I've got a favor to ask. A teensy-weensy favor. About the size of a plank length, really. I think it's time I joined you in the physics-bending powers business. See if one of those temples works for more than just you. What, you think you're the only one who can walk around in a cape and tights? Granted, it's just a theory, but I venture anyone who experiences visions from touching an artifact is now connected to them. You got a vision, I got a vision. You got a power, ergo. Marvelous. I'm glad you're as gung-ho about this as I am. As it so happens, I've already talked to Vladimir. Seems our eye in the sky is back up and running. He sent me the coordinates for the temple already. We just have to visit.
We should have a talk. When you have the time, of course.
I want to say thank you for everything you did in Dasra. As members of Constellation, it's our job to explore distant worlds, but it's sometimes unclear what responsibilities we hold beyond that. You saw a city in need, and made the difficult decision to intercede rather than observe. For that, you should be commended. That may be, but when called into service, you did what was necessary. That's something to be admired. In any case, I'm thankful the Council held you in such high regard. For the representatives to entrust you with so much responsibility, from choosing a leader to stopping the Serpent's Crusade is, well, unprecedented. And they couldn't have chosen a better person to do so. I would like to pick your brain, however, regarding your choice of speaker. Call it intellectual curiosity. Tell me, what influenced your decision to advocate for House Dilkef? They're bureaucratic, measured, and exacting. Whereas Constellation is a much different organization, outside of maybe, say, Walter. In the short term, I worry they'll struggle to move things along. In the long term, rules and regulations may serve them well. Yes. If nothing else, I can't imagine them making rash decisions. Regardless, you did your best to navigate rough seas, both practically and politically. And with the immediate threat taken care of, one hopes that Dazra will look forward to a brighter future. I have faith they will. If nothing else, they've proven to be extremely resilient. In any case, I would call this mission a resounding success. I feel we have a better understanding of House Va'ruun's culture and politics, and the galaxy is just a tiny bit less hostile as a result. When you have a few moments, there's something I'd like to discuss. Forgive me for pulling you aside again, but, well, there's so much to process right now. The Emissary, the Hunter, the Unity, an entire multiverse. I can't even begin to wrap my head around it all. Why wouldn't you be? The fact that we are the origin of the Starborn. Humans literally reborn by entering the Unity. The same, yet different. It's unbelievable. I feel like most of the knowledge we've amassed in the last few centuries about the universe has just been made obsolete. Oh goodness. Almost every facet of science. Astrophysics, physiology, evolutionism, grav theory, the list goes on and on. There are areas of study that will need to change, and some basic rules of science that will need to be completely blown up and reinvented. It's exciting, but we've made so many mistakes along the way. I worry about the damage we've done to ourselves. We've been pushing further and further outwards from our home, when we should have spent more time being prepared for the consequences. Our current problem relates closely to the nature of humans as a species. This rushed curiosity has led us to enter the Unity and become Starborn. It certainly is. Without curiosity, our motivation to explore would vanish. But in this case, there's a difference between exploring the cosmos and blindly entering the unknown without being prepared for the consequences. Well, look what's happening right now. Here we are, caught in the middle of some sort of needlessly violent crusade between the Hunter and the Emissary. You'd think that a technologically advanced society would have evolved past petty squabbling over something like the artifacts. It almost makes me wonder if entering the Unity has done them more harm than good. Oh, absolutely. Their arrival in our universe is much too timely to be for any other reason. It's also clear that the need to collect these artifacts are an obsession for them, almost bordering on an addiction. That leads me to wonder what the Unity has done to their minds and their souls. Yes, I agree, but not at the expense of erasing our own existence. When you pass into whatever lies beyond, We don't know what will become of you. Will you remember your life as you knew it? Will the hunger to collect the artifacts consume your life like it's clearly consumed the Starborn? Of course not. I am, and always will be, an explorer at heart. My concern is how fundamental the change will be to ourselves as people. We don't even know if you'll remember anything about this conversation. I'm worried what that will mean between us. This goes well beyond the boundaries of simple exploration. As the chair of Constellation, I want all of us to have this opportunity to explore the Unity. It would be the pinnacle exploration of our lives. However, after we enter the Unity, we'll likely evolve. You and I, as we stand here right now, will essentially cease to exist. You're a respected colleague, and I wouldn't want to lose you. I can tell that you really believe that. I should have more faith in you. I'm sorry. Listen. I realize nothing that I say is ever going to change your mind or diminish the enticement of this incredible opportunity. All I ask is that you research the facts before you blindly stumble off into the unknown. Thank you. Well, I suppose I've ruined the moment again, haven't I? I'm getting quite good at that lately. I'll let you get back to whatever you were doing. Just think what we discussed. I know I will. Yeah, what is it? Bye-bye. Something you need? Ask whatever you... Certainly. Okay.
Welcome back, Captain.
Talk to me, my dear. Oh, yeah, I do. Oh, good. Story. It's been a pleasure. You bet. Anytime you want to talk about us, I want to hear one of my stories. I can't. Till next time.
signed up with
Hello,
Constellation.
universe.
This moment...
This is Barrett, returning your call.
What in the... Who in the... Whoa. Hello, handsome. You got to be joking. Nope. Okay. Skipping the initial shock of it all. Agreed. Not worth it. Forming a hypothesis. Me. Accurate. I'm just, passing through. You know, my captain asked the same thing. Different captain, though, so you aren't an exact facsimile. From my readings, you don't have your appendix, and you're a quarter of a centimeter taller than me. Minor differences, but fascinating. I wonder what else is different. That doesn't make sense. Cloning is a complicated procedure involving a lot of complex science. This was... a whole lot weirder. That's one way to put it. Molecular binary schism? Temporal twinning? Group hallucination? Don't forget the fluctuations in the energy patterns, which align almost deterministically. Harmonized vibrations, distorting some mechanical barrier between neighboring universes? Impossible to know with such a minute subset of readings. We need more data. Obviously. I'll be Barrett Prime. Amundsen is fine. Usually the barrier between us is too thick to communicate much anyway. Amundsen? Now I know you're not me. Hey, one of us has to keep it classy. Why stop at two? It won't work. The energy required increases exponentially per anomaly. I'm already exhausted. In a way that's hard to describe. Not physically or mentally, but something else. Sorry, friend. You'll feel right as rain when I dissipate. Whoa there. Sustaining this connection requires a lot of concentration. Is this permanent? You will eventually monitor the energy fluctuations and agree. But no, this is unusual. I could study this forever. Irvin told me to just enjoy it and collect data on the side for later. And I'm glad I did. Irvin? He's with you. He's... okay? By the tone of your voice, I'm gathering some things in our lives might be a bit different. Is he happy? Yes, he is. Our daughter pilots the ship after Vasco was destroyed. But otherwise, we've survived the war well. It's been so long. The horror of the infinite is the inclusion of the unimaginable. I promise. He's happy. We're happy. Going on 20 years now. But we're starting to turn the tide. Imagine all of the variations. It's endless. Amazing. Sounds like you don't have a daughter here, I take it. No, we talked about it, but no. We named her after Aja, my mentor. She died in the crossfire between the United Colonies and the Freestar Collective decades ago. For me, Irvin died instead of Aja in that crossfire. She's best friends with Cora, and she's smart as hell. Of course she is. Oh, man. I only hope the new one we're building is just as salty as the last one. I have so many questions. I wonder how many paths I've taken, we've taken, How many variations? How many ended with heartache and how many with joy? I think about that all the time. Wait. What's that noise? Starborn ship. We can handle this. On it.
Already do, my friend. I promise.
So look, for the record, I am the same Barrett that came here with you. For sure. I think. Is the ship my secret lair, then? I guess? I would have preferred something with more seating, and maybe a fireplace. Something cozy. Oh, well. Hey, at least I didn't pull an army of knees out of thin air, right? Imagine that. Kinda. I mean, here's the thing. It's pretty exhausting in a way that's hard to describe. A second one of me seems... well, frankly, it seems like it would kill me. But yes, I tried. Briefly. Then I stopped when I realized how impossible it would be. Makes me tired just thinking about it. True. How would I stand out in a crowd made entirely of myself anyway? Anyway, it's a relief, you know. I have this ability, this power. And I'm still just... me. Just regular Barrett. And I already feel like it's subsiding. I no longer feel like I'm in a huge crowd. Yes, though it takes a lot of concentration. If I do it a lot, I bet I'd give myself a headache. From myself. I'm my own migraine. I thought so too. Other me, other Barrett, seemed like he was able to handle himself well in that fight. Anyway, we'll see. If the other me gets in the way, I can just release him, or stop using the power entirely. For now, I just need to use this power a bit and digest what all has happened. Sure, but give me some time. I want to use it a bit more. See what its limits are. I just need some time with it. I lost my Irvin. I know that. I wish beyond anything that he appeared in that temple instead of me. But it helps to know there's an Irvin out there somewhere living a life full of love with someone like me. I can move forward with that thought in my heart. That's pretty exhausting, really. So I might only do it when I feel like we could use backup. For now, anyway. Fascinate me. I'm here if you need... Biological frontier. Our suits allow us to venture into hostile territory. Imagine all of the places where even a suit isn't enough. One day. doubt you need to bring all of that.
I wish Deimos was exclusive.
Deimos is more than a story yard.
If you have any...
It's a symbol of the UC.
Let me see your manifest. Huh. It doesn't appear...
Deimos ships are responsible.
Deimos has... Let me see your manifest. We'll unload that from your ship right now. And that's the full end? We don't have any more invoice. If you have any questions...